A not guilty plea from former President Donald Trump during his arraignment in a Florida federal courtroom. And tonight we're getting a look at new sketches from inside that courtroom. Mr. Trump facing 37 federal counts that he mishandled government secrets and misled investigators. The former president continues to call the investigation a scam. Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Jennifer Bellamy.
And I'm Faith Jesse, and tonight the Republican reaction, well, it's becoming more mixed. Some lawmakers now voicing concerns, but most standing by the former president, pointing to President Biden's ongoing classified documents investigation. Now, legal analysts say that the difference here is that Trump is accused of obstructing efforts to get those documents back.
There is evidence that he acted willfully. That is, he knew what he was doing, and he even knew what he was doing was illegal.
The indictment accuses Trump of storing highly classified documents in his Florida estate. He's accused of showing them to some people and hiding them from investigators.
We are also watching to see if potential charges could be brought against the former president later this summer in an election investigation here in Fulton County. Joe Ripley breaking down how today's federal arraignments stack up and a long line of roadblocks for Mr. Trump's latest presidential campaign, Joe.
And today marked former President Trump's second arraignment in as many months. He could face at least 2 more criminal indictments before the end of the year in Fulton County as well as Washington, D.C. A court also found Mr. Trump liable for defamation last month in a sexual abuse civil suit, all while he mounts a campaign for the White House in 2024. It may take months to find out if former President Donald Trump could spend years in federal prison if convicted on 37 charges he faces tied to the mishandling of classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago resort and refusal to hand them to the proper authorities. This afternoon, Trump pleaded not guilty as he faced a federal judge for the first time in Florida since the Justice Department indicted him last week. Clark Cunningham, a law professor at Georgia State University, calls the charges very serious, though he believes Trump could avoid prison time altogether.
Perhaps he might end up in house arrest for the rest of his natural life. Part of it would have to do with his age and health. The other would be the challenge of providing the Secret Service protection to somebody while they're in a prison cell.
Meantime, the Fulton County District Attorney's Office could send down its own indictment in August as it investigates whether Trump and his allies criminally interfered with Georgia's 2020 presidential election results. Trump railed against Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis over the weekend, and his legal team filed a motion last month to toss out a special grand jury report recommending charges be brought against at least one person. The DA's office tells 11 Alive it had no comment to Trump's remarks or the investigation.
What I expect we will see in August is an indictment alleging a vast conspiracy to subvert democracy itself, which would be obviously of great importance.
We'll have to wait and see on that. Meantime, Cunningham says it could be tough for the former president to campaign while facing at least 4 different investigations in Florida, New York, Washington, D.C., and here in Georgia. He says time spent in court is not spent on the campaign trail.
All right, Joe, thank you so much for that local perspective tonight. Meanwhile, you can read more about today's hearing and its impact here in our state when you head over to our website, 11alive.com.